Holla ballers and a bro fist to you all! It's fine Tuesday, the sun is shining. I ordered my new graphics card today. Hallelujah! Yay! So I get a new graphics card day tomorrow. New graphics card day. Feels good. It's not quite new PC day. It's not quite new PC day, but hey. New graphics card day is kind of warm and fuzzy, and it makes me all warm. Yes, I got the 660 Ti. I made a financial choice. That is the way to go. That is the way to go. It's got to be that. I have to buy a baby mattress, right? Fuck baby companies. For real. If you guys have kids, be ready to get owned so hard. Like, owned. So, oh, you want a mattress that's, like, really small? It's going to cost you 3 times as much as a giant mattress. Huh? What? What? Oh, it's made of special, disease resistance materials? Yeah, okay. You think they would employ that in, I don't know, the world? Because if that actually existed, that would be a good thing, right? Disease resistant. Seriously? Who believes you? Nobody. You know why? Because you're a liar. You're a motherfucking liar, right? Disease resistance? Are you fucking kidding me? Ah, shit's a buy. It cures cancer. Yeah. It'll prevent your baby from developing anything, in fact. Really? Okay. Be right back. You, dog. You're not a sir. Get silenced, friend. Idiot dog. Okay. So, today's daily, we're going to be looking at a big question, douche, that got hit with me. Again, I'm not doing 5.3 stuff. You know why? There ain't that much going on. If you're not a PvP fan, there ain't that much. Talked about it yesterday, right? So 5.3 is coming tomorrow. I'm sure you're all aware. Dude, the hoodie, I know, I'm not trolling. Oh, I see. Alright, who's ADHDing? Who's ADHDing? Is it killing you? Is it annoying you so much? Who's doing... Okay, I'll fix it. Happy now? Are you happy now? Okay. It looks kind of orange in this mic. Oh. Yeah, that'll do. You can live with that. You went OCHD, whatever, you know, that thing. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, not as bad as people yesterday complaining that apparently one part of my UI is ever so slightly to the left. I apologize. I don't notice. I don't care about these things. I don't care. Is it not orange? No, it's actually deep red. Deep red. That camera. Best webcam on the market, apparently. So, what we're doing today is we're going to be looking at a big question that got asked. Because it's a kind of a question I answered in the original dailies, but that was a long time ago now. We're into a lot of dailies. I've done a lot of these things, which is pretty cool. For something I thought was going to be like a gaming news show, Xbox revealed today. There's your gaming news. I kind of moved it over to just pure WoW stuff because there's always so much to talk about. I had this big fear when I started the dailies that there just wouldn't be enough WoW stuff to talk about on a daily basis. There was quite a lot of it. So I kind of got on with that, which is pretty cool. WoW on the PS4. I am looking for an Xbox 360. I'm going to put that out there. I am looking for one cheap that's got 2 pads with it. It solves me a lot of problems with some games we have to film in the future. So if you do have one, just email me. Okay, I don't have any money, so I'll throw you. You know, I have some money, so there you go. But if you've got one you don't want, let me know. This question came in from a wonderful superstar, and I'm not going to read his name out because obviously I like to keep these things secret. But it's a situation that applies to both real life and game. A lot of things in World of Warcraft do apply to real life. It's one of the best things I've ever done. I helped get people over things like agoraphobia, which is weird to me as like a YouTube guy. Like, how the hell did I do that? And I get this email sometimes. It's like, dude, do you realize you helped me get over this stuff? And I'm like, no, I make WoW guides. How did I do that? And they're like, oh, it just helps me out. Real life's kind of a pain in the ass, right? Real life sucks because we follow sort of the same rules that we follow in WoW. Whether or not you realize it, you do. You have all these feelings. And they do translate into real life as well. So we're going to talk about this email. So I'm going to read it for you. I've been watching your channel for a few months. I've watched every video. Going back to November 2012. It's not that long ago, right? So I'm kind of like disproving I'm kind of losing interest in your email already. I'm only joking. My guild recently fell apart due to the fact that they had ambitions and ideals far beyond what they were capable of. We were a guild wanting 25-man heroic progress, but we only had 4 bosses down in TOT 10-man normal. You've been there, right? You've been there, okay? Some new guy, some guild leader is like, we're going to be the best guild in the world. I'm going to do it. We're going to do it, guys. I believe in us. I believe in us. We're going to be the best company ever, right? We're going to be the people. No. Following this, I went and joined... Okay, so the guild collapsed. It didn't work. Surprisingly, it didn't work. Following this, I went and joined one of the officers' offshot guilds, taking some of the best core raiders with us and recruiting the rest for a 10-man. If it doesn't work, just start a new guild. Okay? The story of every Drama Friday ever, right? We're going to start our own guild, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. We'll take the best of these and fill it up with the best of somewhere else, and we're going to be the best 10-man ever. Lo and behold, there are 16,000 10-mans per server, as we checked last week. We're a couple of weeks into the new guild, and our progress beforehand was barely killing Horadon and struggling hard on the Council of Elders. 10-man normal. You with me? 10-man normal. Been there, right? You've been there. You formed your new guild. Everything's amazing. Not. And it's not quite worked out. The guild that fell apart had been my home for 3 years. And joining this offshot guild is the only place I felt I could go where I still felt at home. The only problem my old guild had was some of the members that had recently joined caused drama. But were kept around because they were good players. So we've got all the signs of fail that we've discussed over the months. We're getting all the signs, right? We're getting all the signs. Tonight we raided. Tonight we raid. And our raid leader had to go halfway through the raid for personal reasons. I was given the job of raid leading the rest of the raid. I am no officer, but I've expressed in the past a desire to be. Because I wanted to help the guild and feel that I can offer a lot beyond the usual ass-kicking of the GM. I jumped at the opportunity and led the raid to an extremely clean kill of Horadon, and then a perfectly executed kill of the Council of Elders, clearly announcing on vent things that our raid leader normally did not, such as when you have nuked down that possess, get on Soul and wait for the next. Nothing special, but things that these hero GMs and hero raid leaders, that guy stood in Orgrimmar or Stormwind saying, looking for more for new guild, start raiding as soon as possible. You know the types. Don't know how to do, no experience with raid leading, and in fact, no desire to actually be a good raid leader. There's a very clear difference there. I could be a very, very good raid leader. I've done it successfully many, many times. I've led countless raids very successfully. I've done really well with it. I have no desire to be a raid leader. On multiple occasions, I have expressly said in guild applications, I do not want any form of leadership at all in your guild. I don't want an officer spot. I don't want to be consulted. I don't want any of that. Despite the fact that I am good at it, because I do not like the person I become when I raid lead. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I don't like being that guy, because I'm horrible. I'm a very horrible person when I raid lead, and I don't like it. I get the job done, but I live hard and fast by my rules, right? If you fuck me around, I don't want you there. Get away. And that causes problems with... I don't care if you've been there for 6 years, right? Do you know, that's my feelings on it. If I join a guild and some guy has been there since vanilla, I don't give a shit. If you're not doing what I want you to do, or you're not doing things correctly, I really don't care. I'll kick you just as lucky. I just don't care. It's not in my interests. That rubs people up the wrong way. Doing this and other things ensured we killed Sol before he ever cast a sandstorm, something I have never seen either guilds do before. I don't think I'm blowing my own horn when I say I played like an absolute blinder that night and showed the guild what a good raid leader I can be. Something which I attribute heavily to your influence. Nice. How to abuse mechanics to ensure maximum DPS. Doing proper bloodlusts. I'm so happy, by the way, that the LFRs I did with you last night on the Ellie Shaman, how angry some of you were when bad bloodlust went off. You are the golden childs. You are the people I want in my raid. When a bad bloodlust happens, you get angry. Look at poor Worrieds. Wonderful Worrieds in the chat was so angry at bad bloodlust. So angry. And I love that. I absolutely love that.
How to abuse mechanics to ensure maximum DPS on a priority target. I had never thought to use the time between possessed to nuke soul before. And how to smooth out my damage intake. I play a Blood Death Knight. And everyone in the raid, including the GM, remarked at what a fantastic raid leader I was. The GM even saying, you are better than our usual raid leader. So you might be wondering, what is the issue? So everything's gone well. He's got his opportunity. Sometimes this will happen to you guys. In RL, in work, whatever. Your opportunity will come up. Some of you will shy away, which is kind of a shame, right? Some of you will be like, well, I don't want to do that. And I haven't got the confidence to do it. Or you don't believe you can do it. Which is, it's not fine if you want to get somewhere. It's only fine if you don't want it, right? And you know you can do it. Then it's fine. Like when I was asked many, many times to be a raid leader, can you please do this? And I said no. It wasn't because I didn't want that opportunity. In fact, I'd had that opportunity in the past. I've done it, and it's not something I want. I've tried it. I don't want it anymore. If you're looking to try it, but you just haven't quite got the confidence, then you can miss your opportunities, and then moments pass you by. And that really sucks. I don't want to do that. One of the problem raiders. Now, this is where the problem lies. One of the problem raiders from previous guild contacted the GM tonight and asked him if he could join our new guild. Our GM accepted. Now, this raider is someone I flat out dislike playing with, and to me was a key player in why my home of 3 years disbanded. What's worse is that he's apparently joining as the new raid leader. He's replacing him to replace our current raid leader. I know from experience that this raider does not have the same level of raid awareness I do. Tunnel visions like crazy, is rude, aggressive, insensitive, and flat out refuses to see any other point of view apart from his own. Team Ghost. I honestly feel that this move is a mistake. But as a raider and not an officer, I know I do not have the right to tell the officers no. But I do not feel that I can raid with this member. And if indeed he does join as a raid leader, I know my enjoyment of the raids will suffer. I've been hanging out with some people in this guild for years now. I know in my heart this is where I want to be, and this is the thing that is stopping me from leaving the guild tonight. Finding somewhere else to go. What do I do? Well, okay, so we've got an interesting situation, right? We've got a guy who was unhappy. His guild wasn't doing well. It collapsed. He moved to a new guild with some of the same members, and then his opportunity came to be the raid leader, and he did very well at it. He actually got a huge confidence boost from that, and he showed them that he's a very capable player, and he can actually maybe lead them to somewhere good. Maybe not greatness. Maybe he's not ready for that yet, but we don't know. The opportunity is there, and the potential is there, and that's what matters. Now, there's a new player joining, somebody you know. You've all met this guy. He's a dick. He's an absolute dick. One problem with this giant dick is he's very good at the game. He's very good as a player. I'm not saying he's a good raid leader. I'm not saying he's good outside the box. I'm not saying he's good at dealing with other players. But he himself is probably a very, very good player. He always performs, never really makes mistakes, does incredible DPS, probably pushes it too far sometimes and causes you problems. Ignores what you tell him to do in favour of his DPS, perhaps. Those kind of players. And you dread it. You dread it like the plague. And your instant reaction is, in most situations, to run away. That is your instantaneous reaction. I want to run away. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want it. I'm going to go. I'm going to leave it alone. I want to stay. But I can't. I know I can't handle this. And I'm going to have my enjoyment spoiled. What do you do? What do you do? You're talking about me. You're talking about me. That description was identical to a guy I knew. Yeah. A good raid member. Maybe. Tell your GM to get his head out of his ass. Does this guy stay for the drama? Tell the GM officers. Sounds like a good raid member. What does he do? AKA assholes. Sometimes. Sometimes. Is progression priority? We're talking about a guild that is right now. This email came to me at 2 a.m. Today. Came to me at 2 a.m. today. So this is as of right now. This is an email that this person sent to me immediately after discovering this information. He knew what would happen. He knew what would happen. Forget the chain of command. Lots of interesting ideas there. Surprisingly, none of you suggested you should leave. And I completely agree with that. Your reaction is... His reaction at the end is he's considering leaving. He's like, I know this is going to suck. I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to enjoy it, but I like it here. What's stopping me leaving right now? And not I didn't see it, but none of you suggested that he should leave. And you're absolutely right. You should not leave. Because right now, you're in a strange position. You're in a position where you don't know it, but you have authority. Ultimately, any officer in World of Warcraft or any manager in real life, this is why it's comparable, okay? You run into this situation all the time at work. If you've not started work, especially in an office environment, you're going to run into this situation where dickhead number one comes along and starts pissing all over your chips. In essence, it's either time to nut up or shut up, which is kind of silly cliche phrase, but it's absolutely true. It is completely true. You either do something about it or you hold it against you forever. Kind of like voting, right? People who don't fucking vote and then complain about who won, fuck you, right? Fuck you completely. Despite the idiot system that is, you know, the voting for, it's like voting for 3 dodgy car salesmen, either one's going to lose. But if you don't vote and then you complain about it, then you're kind of a fucking dickhead, right? Because you could have done something. Everybody has this apathetic attitude and it sucks. I've run into this before, both in game and RL. I was kind of an arsehole, as I've explained on many times. If you're new to the channel, I suggest you watch Storytime number 2 on my YouTube channel, and you will find out all about that. As the original arsehole, I would have kicked this man and said no. If I was in your position, I wouldn't have cared. Now, that's kind of the good thing to come along. I still would have kicked up a giant fuss. I mean, major thunderstorm. And the thing is, because of your previous raid leader experience, where you showed the guys, you now have the full support of your raiders. Whether you believe it or not, you have the full backing of your raiders because you led them to kills, and more importantly to them probably, loot, rewards. Under your tutelage, under your command, they got gear. They got kills, they got achievements, they got whatever it is they may need. And that goes a long way, especially in a player base. Especially in a mid-level to lower-end guild, I would say you're currently in. A mid-level to lower-end guild. Is you got a lot of respect there. Because people in those guilds are really hungry for loot, hungry for progress, and you show them you can do that. Having some mythical officer title, some mythical GM title, doesn't mean shit anymore. People will follow whoever is going to get them somewhere. You would, right? You were lost out in the desert and some guy proves he can survive in the desert really easy, but your manager, or whatever, can't do shit. Who are you going to follow? You're going to tell your manager to go fuck himself. I don't fucking care. I'm going with this guy. You have a lot of support right now and you don't feel like you have. In fact, you feel like you want to run away, which is totally understandable. It really is understandable to feel that way, but you don't leave and you say, if he joins, I'm out. That is about what I would do. About what I would do. I would tell you, hey, GM, if he joins and he's the raid leader, I'm out. And quite frankly, if you're looking to replace our current raid leader, then why haven't you chosen me? I would ask that question and put the onus on them. I had a recent situation with Emma. Emma's had a lot of, not abuse, but sort of misunderstandings at work since her pregnancy. Understandably, from a business point of view, nobody wants one of their staff to disappear for many months, and therefore they kind of made things a little bit awkward under the cover. This is the advice I gave her is the same I'll give you. You put the focus on them and you tell them fuck them. Absolutely fuck them. But the problem is you feel this loyalty. You feel this loyalty, and loyalty is a dangerous thing to feel sometimes. Loyalty where it's deserved is fine. There are a lot of people out there in WoW, and it's not egotistical. If I started a new guild, would probably want to join, and they would be quite happy for me to do that. And it's not even a misplaced loyalty. They know I will try my hardest. Do you think these will try your hardest? 3 years is a long time. But how did that 3 years start? Was it just a guild you joined? They obviously don't have major progress. You've only killed Horadon and Council of Elders and so on and so forth. So it's not as if you've had wonderful WoW-related rewards to that other than knowing the people, which Real ID can easily solve. Real ID can solve all those things. If usually you're in a good position to make an ultimatum, and it's not suggesting that you should be the ultimatum guy because he's a dick anyway and you would get kicked, especially if it was under me. If you started making ultimatums all the time, like more than once a year, then I'm going to kick you because you're just a pain in the ass. But if you rationally approach it and say, look, this guy's going to cause problems. He's caused problems in the past. Cite examples instead of being the whiny guy. Cite examples like, look, this guy causes all kinds of problems in the past. I don't want to raid with him. If you're going to bring him in and make him a raid leader, which I kind of feel you should have asked me to do after my recent success, then I don't feel I can raid here anymore. And it's not so much him or me, although it is, But I'm just making you aware. That's how I feel about it. I don't want to raid about it. And you do it kind of casually, calmly. And that's what I would do. But ultimately, this might not work. Perhaps he's friends. Perhaps they've been chatting for a while. You don't know. And it turns out he's like, oh, he's going to join anyway. We'll give it a try. And the classic GM tale, the classic manager tale is, let's give it a try and see how it works out, right? We've all been there. We've all fucking been there, right? Where somebody says, we're going to do something you won't like. Let's give it a try and see how it fucking works out. And people go, okay, sure, we'll give it a couple of weeks. We'll give it a month. We'll give it 2 months, 6 months, fucking 10 months. Oh, go and fuck yourself, right? Yeah, you've all fucking been there. It never works out. It's a bullshit to get you to shut up. It's a bullshit to get you to shut up. Do not accept that under any circumstances. I'm fucking telling you all, do not do it. The reason that I gave up working for other people, I fucking can't stand it. I cannot stand having a boss, right? I'm not saying it's for everybody. This job is not for everybody. As fun as you might think it is, it's really hard sometimes. It's not for everybody. But that doesn't mean you should be a stepping stone or a bitch. If you're going to ruin your WoW time, you pay to play this game. That's what you always need to remember. You pay to play a game that you want to have fun in. If dickhead number 1 is going to ruin your game time, fuck that guy. Kick up a fuss and do not feel obligated to stick around. From what I can tell from your email, which is a nice extensive email, and I like these ones. This is something I couldn't do in a mailbox. It seems to me you've not had any sort of WoW reward. From what I can tell, you've only killed Council of Elders normal. Let's face facts, that's not great progress, right? No one's going to say Council of Elders 10-man, you're cutting edge raiding. You're not, that's fine. It's no big deal, nobody's harassing you for that, but it isn't. It isn't. But, so, you can move on. The reason you want to stay is because of your friends. Real ID has kind of destroyed the idea of being in the guild with friends. Sadly, I want to point that out. It's a sad fact that Real ID, on the face of it, seems like a good thing, but it really does not promote community in any way. All my friends play in different guilds. Everybody on my Real ID who's actually a close friend, who I've met well before I started doing YouTube, doesn't play in any guilds I play in, besides Ghost, but he doesn't count. He's a dick. So, this is what you need to bear in mind. If it's friendship you're after, you can do that anyway. You can even raid with them. It's fine. It's all good. And you will make new friends. You'll make good things. Yeah, so don't feel that bad about leaving. Don't feel this loyalty. Don't. This is World of Warcraft. Don't feel that loyalty. You don't need to feel that way. If it's friends you want to stay in touch with, you can. Easily. Really, really easily. You can do that very, very easily. Get rid of that loyalty. Seriously, just get rid of it. Get rid of work loyalty. It doesn't exist. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. I'm telling you, it's all fucking bullshit. Without getting, I fucking did my job for 5 years. Didn't get shit for it. Didn't get shit. Don't feel it. It's bollocks. The whole thing is just a lie. It's in your head. It doesn't exist. It's the same thing with WoW guilds. It doesn't exist. It's not there. Is it my story? No, it's not my story. But it relates, and a lot of people don't realise this. They sit in the same job for 10 years and get shit on. It sucks. 3 years with the same guild, leave. It's fine. See, I mean, you know, some people look to me for a confirmation of what they already know. In this situation, leaving immediately isn't the right answer. It's not. It's not the right answer. You have power. You have literally the full support of your raiders. Whether you believe it or not, you do. And they don't want to lose the guy who turned their raid around in one night and brought them kills that they've been working on. They don't want to lose that guy. They don't want to lose you. They really, really do not. Under any circumstances. So they will support you. And your GM should as well. Your GM pointed out how good a raid leader you are, and then went and tried to recruit dickhead number 1 to be the new raid leader. Man up and say, we don't need this guy. This guy is going to cause us problems. 1, I don't want to play with him. Simple as. That's problem number 1. You're going to lose me. Fine. And also, I did a really good job raid leading. I would happily take it up full time. I want that opportunity. So give it to me. And if that's not going to happen, then I can leave. Then I can fucking leave. And it's no big deal. No one gives a shit. What suggestion we got? The hardest thing in WoW is to find a guild you get along with that's on your rating level. Absolutely. The big first thing, there's a few points here that people fall down to. 1, having ambition above your station. As horrible as that sounds, a lot of people believe they are good enough to be somewhere else. Most people are not. As easy as WoW is, most people are nowhere near capable of playing at the top level. It's a sad fact, and I've seen it happen so many times. So many recruits I've brought into top 60 guilds, that I've brought into top 10 guilds, you know, and I've never recruited for method, obviously. But when I've seen recruits come in and leave within 2 or 3 days, and they leave so quickly because they wanted to do it. And in general, a lot of people do it to quit WoW. I don't know if you know this, but one of the big things people do to quit WoW is try and get accepted into a really high-end guild. It's a standard quitting technique. I want to quit WoW. I'm going to try for a really hard guild where I kind of know in the back of my mind I am not going to make it. And then they have a good reason to quit. Because people find it very difficult to quit WoW. And they do this all the fucking time. They do it all the time. It's a dangerous thing. If you want to be happy, stay where you are. I was perfectly happy in the Darkstorm guild. Not cutting edge, but still killed everything. I'm fine with that. Could I play better and be in a higher end guild? Yeah, I've proved that twice. I can do it. It's not what I want. I'm happy being in a guild that wipes more than I would find normally acceptable. More than happy with that. No problem with that. I accepted that. It's fine. It's no issue. I never got mad. And when people wanted to join the guild with me, I said, yeah, it's not like what you used to. But that's okay. You should accept that. It's fine. It's no big deal. I was happy. Great people. Great community. Loads of fun. More wiping. Don't care. I've wiped thousands of times in World of Warcraft. I just do not care. Wiping unnecessarily does piss me off, but that's what I'm taking it in. Which is pretty good. 10% win walk above. Oh my god. I've never seen a heroic raid in my half decade of WoW. It's really starting to burn you out. Then it's on you. No, Egg did not. Egg ended up on my mute list, but not my ignore list. He ended up on my... Interestingly enough, for that particular person, Egg was muted in raids and on my real ID. That's how you live with that guy. It's easy to have the most uptimes. Thanks to Open... I don't know what Open Raid is, by the way. I have no idea. I see it everywhere. They've sent me an email. I don't know. I haven't replied to it. I don't know. I need to spend some time doing that. Wiping is fine as long as people try seriously. Depends on the guild. It actually depends on the guild. Wiping on farm content is never fine. Ever. Doesn't matter on your guild. And I truly believe that. From the lowest end guilds to the highest end guilds. Wiping on content that you should easily kill. I'm not talking about second kill. Perhaps even not third kill. But by the time you're with people who've killed it 4 or 5 times, wiping on farm content is never acceptable. Never acceptable. Assuming your raid is still with the similar people who did it the first time. That is never acceptable. It's just retarded. It makes no sense. That really infuriates me. Doesn't matter what guild you're in. Once your boss is down and you've done it 3, 4, 5 times, you should not be wiping on that. And that is never acceptable. Other than that, I have no issue wiping. I was simply implying my DPS was low. Any question on today's subject? No? Did I kind of cover everything? Maybe. Even Jinrock Heroic? Yeah, especially Jinrock Heroic. It's totally avoidable. Because of that lightning storm? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thought on Living Bomb changes. Okay, you want to ask me stuff about 5.3? Is that it? Okay. Takes any more questions on tonight? You nailed it. Nailed it. Got it. Okay, good. I'm happy with that. That's round us off nicely at 30-minute daily. I'm actually pretty happy with that. 5.3 opinions we're going to discuss on Thursday. I'm going to let you guys have a couple of days play with it. Run around in 5.3 and we'll talk about it as an actual discussion. I think that's the best way of doing it. My opinions kind of don't count yet. I wanted to see what you guys think when you get into your first raids and you start playing around with it. New patch day is always a good time. You can be forgiven to do some newbie stuff. Nobody cares because they're all trying their new stuff as well. So I urge you immensely to try out this opportunity. That doesn't particularly mean spamming LFR, especially if you've got good gear. For those of you now in your heroic guilds, go into your proper raids, try out new things, new fun, enjoy it particularly, and be fine to say I was just trying something new from the patch. A lot of people go to like their safety zone. If I give you any advice going to a new patch, if you're now in a raiding guild, which many of you have moved up to raiding now, the first raid after a new patch is always kind of fun because you can get away with stuff because the theory's not really mathed out and stuff, and you can try new stuff out for yourself. It's one of those rare opportunities where you get to test things for yourself. Do so and enjoy it. If people say your DPS is lower or why did you do that, I say, oh, I'm just trying some change after the patch. As long as it makes sense. If you're playing naked, then that's obviously not a change from the patch. But if you have had some class changes from the patch, there's nothing major. Try it out. Try it out. Yeah, you got a little bit of stuff. Okay, tonight's video is about the AFDOTS add-on. on YouTube. Again, I'm saving any class-related stuff until after 5.3 is released, which is tomorrow. I've been filming the 5.3 stuff. It's kind of ready. I'm going to finish those up tomorrow. But tonight you're getting something about AFDOTS, which is an interesting add-on, actually. I wasn't overly impressed with it, but it has some potential. Other than that, I'm going to be streaming Brutal Legends tonight, which I'm told is fucking awesome, and apparently features Jack Black, so I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you if you're going off to raid or to do whatever you're going to do in World of Warcraft. Thank you for tuning in for the daily. It's Workshop Day tomorrow, Workshop Wednesday, so tune in for that, because I've got lots and lots of workshops, actually. Loads and loads of workshops, so I'm going to be watching all those tonight. Although somebody sent me stuff in mov. YouTube, friend. YouTube, my friend. Come on, you can do it. Don't send me .mov files. Oh, thank you, Ogan. Thank you very much. I'm going to take my usual 2-minute break and sign off from the daily, and then we'll start streaming. So thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Bye, guys.